I quite literally went from being an anonymous waitress to a very well-known politician almost overnight. And so that adjustment was very difficult and quite challenging, even just from a logistical level. But aside from that, the mission and the work that I do is something that I love, and I gain a lot of meaning from it.
But Cortez, somebody said that's not her name. They said that's not her name, sir. I said, no. I don't have time to go with 3 different names. We'll call her Cortez.
I'm quite happy now, but things that I miss, kind of that anonymity, the ability to walk into a bar with some friends and hang out and go to happy hour and go to, my corner store, my sweatpants and things like that. But I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Mother from Puerto Rico, dad from the South Bronx. I was born in a place where your zip code determines your destiny.
He had me look at the Washington Monument, had me look at the Capitol, had me look at the entirety of the capital of our great country. And he looked at everything and he pointed to all of it and he said, "This belongs to all of us. This belongs to you, and it belongs to me." First thing I ever remember wanting to be, when I was 4, I wanted to be an Olympic swimmer. But the first real career I remember wanting to be was actually a scientist. And I entered college actually as a pre-medical student after winning some science competitions, some global science competitions in high school. So my first passion was medicine and science, and then public health and community organizing. Student loans too. And I think it's so funny. A year ago, I was waiting tables in a restaurant, and it was literally easier for me to become the youngest woman in American history elected to Congress than it is to pay off my student loan debt. I think that he would find all this very amusing because he did very much instill somewhat stubborn ideals in me as a child, and I think he would be very amused to find out where that has kind of led. But I think he would be, he'd be proud, but he would probably make fun of me every once in a while too. Working in restaurants, and you would have someone say something extremely inappropriate to you, or you'd have someone touch you, and the thing is it would be the 28th of the month, the 29th of the month, and the 1st of the next month was rolling right around, and you had a rent check to pay. And so you were more likely
to stand up for yourself and to reject sexual harassment on the 15th of the month, or maybe the 10th of the month, when you could pick up an extra shift to make up for telling that guy to go buzz off.
Bernie has not committed to what is right when it was popular. Senator Bernie Sanders has spent his entire life fighting for the right thing when it was unpopular.
Family is still in Puerto Rico. My mom, growing up, cleaned houses and drove school buses. My dad passed away when I was a teenager, and so to have this victory and bring this not just to my family, but bring this to the community of the Bronx, to bring this to working families in Queens, I think it really just allows our community to really feel like we do, in fact, have control over our own destiny. It just takes a lot of work.
I believe that we will come out of this a better nation, because I know that when we look our grandchildren in the eye, we will say we established a single-payer healthcare system, we created tuition-free public colleges, and we saved this planet in order for them to live.
So you won't take down lies, or you will take down lies? I think this is just a pretty simple yes or no. Mr. Sloan, why was the bank involved in the caging of children and financing the caging of children to begin with?
This is about our lives. This is about American lives, and it should not be partisan. Science should not be partisan. We are facing a national crisis.
Something that was unexpected was how fear-driven a lot of Washington can be.
Represent one of the hardest hit communities in the hardest hit city in this country, Queens, New York. 13 dead in a night in Elmhurst Hospital alone. Our community's reality is this country's future if we don't do anything. Hospital workers do not have protective equipment. We don't have the necessary ventilators. What did the Senate majority fight for? One of the largest corporate bailouts with as few strings as possible in American history.